Hello, and welcome to today's session. Learning Outcome, LO1, Understand the Development of Common Law Tort. Have you ever wondered how tort law operates within society and why it is so important? Today, we will explore the historical development of tort law and trace its evolution into the modern legal framework we use today. This session will guide you through the key principles, essential elements, and landmark cases that have shaped tort law, helping you understand how it protects rights, resolves disputes, and maintains social order. By the end of this lesson, you will have a clear grasp of how tort law has developed and why it remains a cornerstone of the legal system. This module introduces you to tort law, focusing on its functions and how actions are brought. You'll learn about duty of care and remedies for breaches. Negligence and its tests are examined to understand breaches. You'll identify defenses and their impact on remedies. This knowledge forms the foundation for understanding tort law. Tort law is a branch of civil law dealing with wrongs committed by one party against another. It seeks compensation rather than punishment, unlike criminal law. The term tort comes from Latin meaning wrong. Common examples include negligence, trespass, and defamation. Tort law focuses on protecting private rights and providing remedies. Tort law's origins lie in the English common law system, evolving through judicial decisions. Initially, wrongs were addressed through criminal actions, with fines paid to the Crown. By the 13th century, civil actions emerged through the writ system. Trespass, nuisance, and other writs formed modern tort law's foundation. This shift marked a move to fairness and justice. The doctrine of stare decisis allowed tort law to evolve through binding precedents. Key cases like Donahue-Stevenson established the modern law of negligence. Rylands v. Fletcher introduced strict liability for dangerous activities. Caparo Industries refined the test for duty of care. Statutory law also influences tort law, modifying principles. Tort law is guided by fundamental principles. Duty of care involves avoiding foreseeable harm. Breach of duty occurs when the standard of care is not met. Causation links the breach to the damage, which must not be too remote. Remedies include compensation and injunctions. These principles ensure fairness and accountability. Common law tort reflects the evolution from procedural writs to a principle-based system. Judicial interpretation has made tort law flexible, balancing individual rights and social responsibility. It adapts to modern contexts like professional negligence and privacy rights. Tort law continues to evolve with changing societal needs. This adaptability ensures its relevance today. Tort law's roots trace back to early English common law. It provided remedies for harm outside criminal law. Initially, wrongs were breaches of the king's peace, with fines to the crown. Over time, compensation for victims evolved. The writ system in the 12th century shaped tort law, allowing cases before the king's courts. Stare decisis was crucial in tort law's evolution. Judges built on earlier rulings, creating a consistent body of law. Donahue-Stevenson established modern negligence concepts. Rylands v. Fletcher introduced strict liability. Statute law also shapes tort law, like the Law Reform Act reducing damages for shared fault. Tort law serves key functions within the legal system. Its main purpose is providing remedies for harm due to others' wrongful actions. It focuses on restoring victims rather than punishing offenders. Functions include compensation, deterrence, justice, and setting standards. These functions maintain social order and fairness. Compensation is a primary function covering injury, loss, and distress. It aims to restore victims to their pre-harm position. Deterrence discourages careless or unlawful actions. Legal and financial responsibilities motivate caution. Employers maintain safe workplaces to avoid costly claims, promoting careful conduct. Tort law serves justice by holding wrongdoers accountable. Corrective justice restores moral balance through compensation. It sets standards of conduct, guiding reasonable care. Court decisions establish precedents defining acceptable behavior. These standards shape ethical conduct in various fields. Tort law distributes loss instead of burdening one individual. It spreads costs through insurance or the tortfeasor. Employers' liability insurance spreads workplace injury impact. This ensures fair cost distribution. Tort law balances individual rights and social responsibility, maintaining fairness. A cause of action in tort law involves facts giving a right to legal remedy. Claimants must prove essential elements for liability. These elements include duty of care, breach, causation, and damage. Each element is crucial for a successful claim. Missing any element means the action fails. Duty of care is the first element, establishing a legal obligation. The defendant must act to prevent foreseeable harm. Donahue-Stevenson introduced the neighbor principle. Caparo Industries refined it into a three-part test. This ensures fairness in imposing a duty. Breach of duty occurs when the standard of care is unmet. The standard is what a reasonable person would do. In professional contexts, it's higher, as shown in Bolam v. Frere. Factors like harm likelihood and injury seriousness are considered. Breach is crucial for establishing liability. Causation links breach to harm, assessed in two stages. Factual causation uses the but-for test. Legal causation ensures harm isn't too remote. Damage must be real and directly connected. These elements ensure fairness in handling civil wrongs. Duty of care is key in negligence, evolving through judicial decisions. Early torts didn't cover careless acts. Donahue-Stevenson established duty independently of contracts. Ans v. Merton expanded it. But Caparo-Dickman refined it. Modern duty reflects fairness and practicality. Nuisance involves unlawful interference with land use. Public nuisance affects community rights, often considered a crime. Private nuisance concerns individual property rights. Both protect against interference but serve different interests. They balance property rights and community responsibilities. Public nuisance examples include blocking roads and polluting rivers. Private nuisance involves noise or smells affecting neighbors. Legal action for public nuisance is usually by authorities. Private nuisance claims are by individuals with property interest. Courts consider factors like duration and interference nature. Public nuisance affects the community, while private impacts individuals. Legal action for public nuisance is by authorities, private by individuals. Public nuisance involves general inconvenience or health risks. Private nuisance concerns land use interference. Both ensure rights and responsibilities are balanced. In conclusion, tort law carefully balances the protection of individual rights with broader social responsibilities. It not only provides remedies for harm, but also promotes deterrence and upholds principles of justice. Through its evolving doctrines and judicial precedents, tort law continually adapts to meet the demands of contemporary society. A thorough understanding of its functions and key elements is essential for navigating the complexities of civil law. As such, Tort law remains a foundational pillar of a just and equitable legal system. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to get in touch via text or phone at 07000 484 361,688. I appreciate your attention and look forward to seeing you at the next session.